Alright, so friends, welcome. 10 New Brews for Foundations is here, and brew 5 of 10. One of the wilder ones, I would say. This is we're calling it Soulflayer as a callback to the card Soulflayer, but an Urborg Scavengers deck. Urborg Scavengers, 2/2 for 3. Whenever ETBs or attacks, exile target card from a graveyard. Put a counter on this, and then it gains all the abilities of those cards. Well, they just gave us a lot of keyword abilities in Foundations. Of course, we already have Atraxa, which has Flying, Vigilance, Lifelink, Death Touch, and it's a good card to reanimate in of itself. But we've got Sire of 7 Deaths with 7 keywords, although it doesn't actually pick up Ward. It's important to note. But it's First Strike, Vigilance, Menace, Trample, Reach, Lifelink, which is all big. And then we have Zapalta Primal Dawn, which gives us Flying, Double Strike, Vigilance, Trample, Indestructible. The better of the two, honestly. To the point where actually, maybe I should play 3 of this card. This is the better one. We'll do. I'm going to swap this. Don't tell anyone. I'm going to do 3 and 2. I didn't realize I didn't pick up Ward, which is a big deal. So Zapalta under Scavengers, we have an Indestructible, double striking, Vigilance, Flying, attacking monster, which is great. And then we got a bit of a reanimation theme here also, where No One Left Behind can 2 mana return a Scavengers, a Boar, Oculus, or Kiora, and a Zombify, of course, from Foundations can return whatever. So we can just cast the No One Left Behind on a big creature or return a Scavengers. So we have 6 reanimation spells that are also enablers for Scavengers. So a little bit of weird like anti-synergy here where like this wants to exile cards, this wants to reanimate them, but like we're Scavengers like first and foremost. So you got 8 cards in the graveyard. Kiora is a great new way to do that. This is a 3/2 Careful Study, which also can be a 8/8 maker with Threshold, which is awesome. We got Chart of Course, we got Rona, we got Bitter Triumph. We also have Overlord here. It's pretty good in this deck. Overlord, there are 19 creatures to return with Overlord, which hit almost every time. And then even if we hit like a big idiot, we can just discard it to a thing later, which is kind of cool too. So this helps find Scavengers or return Scavengers. It's also another threat, which is great. So that's awesome. Terror Tide, a couple of Rumble spells here, mostly trying to be linear. And then sideboard has some interaction. Duress, Withering Torment can kill. Rest in Peace is very, very important, obviously, in Lay One of the Void. And then we have Deathmark, Vacuum, Eclipse, and Shieldred. The one issue with this deck is that your graveyard decks, you usually want to try and have some sort of plan B if it's not a graveyard thing. This lacks that a little bit, but we'll see if it works or not. Kind of a question of some miracles and stuff, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So that's the deck, and let's get right to the games. Brought to you by Rogue. My Rogue's done for today, unfortunately. I finished it. It was sour watermelon hydration, my personal favorite flavor. And I have a Rogue almost every day at this point. It's freaking great. My tubs are finally starting to run out. I've been sponsored by them now for almost 6 months, and they sent me a bunch of tubs. My favorites, I have 3 favorites, and they're just now starting to run out. So it's awesome. It's like $30. Get a tub. Use a promo code. 20% off. Lasts forever. It's got the hydration has no sugar, no caffeine. A lot better than soda and friends, obviously. So check them out. RogueEnergy.com. Promo code JimDavisMTG for 20% off your order. And check it out. It's good stuff. All right, chat. Coming out with me. Win the die roll. Let's do this. Playing first. We are on the open ladder. No early access event for Foundations, unfortunately. They had some personnel changeovers or whatever. So is what it is. Let's do our thing. We got Surveil Lands, obviously insane in a graveyard deck. We got Overlord, Chart of Course. We get Overlord, and if we hit a big thing, we can just draw it, put it in our hand, then Chart of Course it away, and then Zombify on turn 4. It's certainly possible to actually just have 4 Zombify in it. Zombify is kind of awesome, honestly. We haven't seen 4 mana reanimation until 2 sets, or last set. But even then, it costs white, black, or whatever. It's like super mana intensive, where Zombify is super easy to cast, and there are a ton of big boom-booms, so. Opponent is in the tank here. Remember, folks, it's the first time hit that follow button. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, support the content. My name is Jim. I'm a pro Magic player, full-time content creator. Your support makes that what I do possible, so you're great. Thank you. Scavengers, keep it. Also gives a finality counter, too, which Zombify does not. So, Zombify hasn't been in Standard for, like, over a decade. But I played it in Standard when it was legal last time, so. Nothing like a nice turn 4 big idiot.
Good lord. Gigantism.
What's up, friend? We got a We got to move things along here. I got 10 brews to play. All right. 3 matches each, all in the open ladder. Of course, check out my article on CoolStuffInc.com on Friday. That is Friday the 15th for all the deck lists and my thoughts on each. Where are they? Thank you. Blooming Marsh. There you go. So, Dark Shores Overlord. And see what we hit. We get lucky here, hit a Boom Boom. Scavengers online. We hit Scavengers. Oh my god, we did it. All right. We're off to the races. It's all face up, but we're going to have a Scavengers on a Sire. The problem is, like, it has no protection with Sire. The ward does not translate. But, like, whatever. That's dope. You know? We got Charter Course. We'll see. If you missed episode 1 of Bronze to Mythic, we had a Sire in our deck. It was pretty sweet. First 2 episodes were done last night, and then I'll be on tomorrow. Doing Bronze to Mythic all day. Lots of fun. It's my draft show. All right. Yeah, idiots these days are a lot better than they used to be, that's for sure. Again, ward does not correlate to scavengers, so one is just taking forever. All right, it's 2 mana up. If they ever unmool spell here, it's like kind of bad for us, honestly. We just play scavengers, we exile our thing, and they just remove it. That would be pretty stinky. Don't really have anything good to discard the Charter Course, though, either. We could just wait. Honestly, maybe we just wait and zombify it. Might just do that. Let's see what we hit on the sewers. Sewers hits. Something. Maybe. Possibly. Conceivably. Casting Kiora when you don't have things you want to discard that badly is a little sketchy. Like, we kind of want all the cards in our hand. So, Hidden Grotto. We can just ship that. Just say go. The only profitable thing they can do here is cast Go for the Throat. So, like, we'll just not give them a target. And then we'll see if we want to... we probably just gonna zombify the Sire. They'll pay 7 and kill it. And then we just, like, do our scavenger thing. Up the Beanstalk. This is our Worlds deck? Cool. Alright, so there's Zapalta. That's a really good one. Because Zapalta does have Indestructible. Well, that's later, though. We're just going to Zombify right now. We're just going to start here. Do the Zombify thing. Get a Sire in play and say go. And we'll set up for... If we draw... We can Charter Course, discard this, and play Scavengers immediately. Indestructible is a huge deal. If this is our Worlds deck, just the Golgari Beans deck, I don't think there's a single way in the main deck to kill an Indestructible Zapalta. So... Oh, Anoint would exile it, actually. Because it's a 3/3 for 3 mana. Sure, whatever. We're just gonna keep putting big things in play and making them deal with it. That's gonna be our plan here. So Hero's also a threat too. And they're gonna take literally forever. I apologize, folks. Great time to go follow me on the old Blue Sky. I'm trying out a new social media platform, and here it is. It's going pretty good, honestly. It seems pretty nice. Looks like people are actually finally making the move. You can get off Twitter and get on the Blue Sky. That'd be great, because Twitter sucks. So, if you haven't followed me on Blue Sky, it's Jim Davis MTG, as I am on all platforms. All right. So, if we attack here, we can't discard the Charter Course. I kind of don't care. We just want the cards. Let's attack. Oh, Terra Sunder. That's true. Good catch. For the love of shit. Opponent! Who's enjoying 10 New Brews? Someone tell me a joke. Someone tell me, ask me a question about foundations. Make me say something poignant so my viewers don't go away. Give me a good question. Do something. Anything. Please. God. Anything. Why is foundations? Zach. Right. Yeah, timed out. Cast Charter Course. Draw 2. Not even going to discard. Alright, we'll play Rona, sure. You're up. Overlord's coming too. Favorite type of cheese? For what context? What card's missing from Foundations? It feels like Spell Pierce, but Temporal Manipulation is not in the set. So Foundations it's a starter set, but it can be a little bit confusing. There's a Foundations for Jumpstart, and there are special guests. Neither of those are legal and standard. So Dark Confidants in the Jumpstart, not legal and standard. Temporal Manipulations in the special guest, not legal and standard. Just heads up. All right, they're like Overlord, sure. I guess the one thing we are scared of is the Wrath, but we might just kill me, right? We did draw land, that sucks. All right, so yeah, I mean we're gonna loot and discard Zapalta and attack, and I guess I'll play Scavengers. He plays around a sweeper, so all right, so do that. Play Scavengers, do the thing, exile the Zapalta, and now we have a 3/3 Vigilance, Flying, Double Strike, etc., etc. They cast a Deadly Cover up here. We attack for 3 or 6 and kill them. So, cool. So, pretty uneventful game. Our opponent just didn't do anything, and we killed them, which is nice, I guess. Graveyard Hate from our Worlds deck was 2 Ghost Vacuums, I believe. Which, unfortunately, we actually don't really have a way to remove. But, yeah, it's actually kind of a problem. The Torments can kill Rest in Peace. We don't kill the Vacuum very well. We have Duresses. We obviously can also hardcast Sire if things get really sketchy. Let's dump a Zapalta. An Overlord. I think Terror Tide isn't great. Bring in the Duresses. And could just bring in some Shieldreds as like a non-graveyard. Maybe we'll cut the Oculus. They're pretty easy to kill. They have Anoints also. And like Shieldred's a good non-graveyard threat. I'm in for that. Let's do it. Let's go. Whatever, sure. I don't know what the hell's going on. Do I count that or not? Should we just keep playing? Would you count that? What do we think? Remember, folks, if you like my content, want to support me, if I did better and made more money, I could afford to hire an editor, and I would cut out games like that. So hit the buttons, like, comment, subscribe, etc., etc. We're not going to count that one. So we're just going to keep on keeping on, and our hand is not great, but fine here. Played Angels earlier. It was medium, but I don't think our build was great. But all right, so they're going to Portico, Cavern of Souls. Looks like it's just Domain. Domain probably pretty good against us because Leyline Binding is solid. Basic video trimming is not that time consuming. Just do it yourself. Says someone who has no idea about how much workload goes into content. Chrome, come on. Let's get real here. Do it for every video, every time, after streaming, etc., etc. Here's Avatar. It's definitely just a Domain deck for sure. Just gonna Overlord. Mill 4. Like to hit 2 creatures here. Like to hit one of my good cheap creatures and then a big creature also. All right, we got. That's what we were looking for. So the problem is that our protection effects don't do a lot against them because they have exiling removal spells, and we had Leyline Bindings and stuff. So we can Urborg Scavengers the Sire, but like it's not even that good. So we'll see what we want to do here, but this is probably not a great matchup, honestly. R3, new sub, welcome, appreciate it. Shadowy Backstreet. Just tuning in, folks. 10 new brews. So I build 10 new decks for the new format and just freaking play them. And yeah, so we get Kiora, discard the Zapalta. I mean, Zapalta would at least require, Sunfall or Binding. It's kind of tough, but Sunfalling the Kiora and the Scavengers would suck too. Hexproof is an interesting one. Yeah, we don't have any Hexproof stuff, but sure. Play Kiora. And they're going to immediately get lost the Kiora. That's awesome for us. Discard Zapalta and I guess a tap land. Keep the reef. J2 reset, thanks so much. Alright. We draw Zombify. I mean, again, Zombifying the Sire is pretty good, actually. Because they binding it, they take 7. And they want a Sunfall, it's cool, too. A club, no worries, my friend. Hotel Wi-Fi? Yeah, hotel Wi-Fi sucks. Alright, so... And Zombify. Sure, let's bring it back. So, make it pay 7 here, or cast Sunfall. We're in for a pretty good long grind, honestly. Like, we got a lot of stuff going on, as long as we can just pace ourselves against Sunfall. Also cool is that if you kill a Trax, then we can, like, steal it, which is kind of fun. Alright, so there's Binding. It's a new fancy frame. They take 7 damage, sure. And... I guess we'll do Scavengers, right? Just want to be on 1 threat at a time if possible. That is the goal. Yikes. That sucks. Here's Nissa. Kill the Overlord. That stinks a good amount. We draw a tap land. So, if we want to kill Nissa, we need to do it right now. We can No One Left Behind the Kiora, which would be interesting. That's a threat that requires an answer, at least. And then also Triumph the Nissa. We got to do multiple things here. We have to kill Nissa, but I want to do something else also. I think it's fine. Kiora is a threat, so let's pay 3 to kill this. And then we'll No One Left Behind, targeting the Kiora. Soundboard is the greatest thing I've ever seen. Thanks. Discarding a Kiora and a Dark Slick Shores. Play a Reef. Say go. Hands free Juicy. Have I ever bought a hot dog from a hot dog stand in New York City? I'm sure I have at some point. Like, it's gotta be. There's no way, right? Just get lost again? Sure, this is great. Alright, so we draw a Mirrex. Pretty good draw, actually. They could cast a Trax the next turn. That would suck, but I'm gonna cast Overlord here. Hardcast Overlord, get a creature back, keep grinding. We got... Alright, so we can get back Kiora. We're gonna map. Get the map train going. Alright, well, that's a lot of maps. We have 5 maps rolled up. Okay. We want to play around Sunfall. They've cast 0 Sunfalls and 1 Binding. I think it's Kiora. Kiora and then map a million times. I want to play a Scavengers with Indestructible after they cast Sunfall. That's my goal. Zapalta. I guess No One Left Behind. I'm just going to map like infinite times. I kind of want to draw lands, I think. I'll ship this. Cool. Let's map again. Just want to keep making land drops, have mana for my Mirrex and stuff. Abhorrent Oculus. That's a pretty good threat. We do have Yeah, we have no... Well, sure, this is fine. Spin this. Play sewers. And... Bin an island. So... Why would you sewer first and then map? I'd rather map and then have more information for my sewer. We don't need to hit a land, you know. Alright, so they have to deal with Kiora. There's a 5-4 that makes it 8-8 when it attacks. We want lands, we just want to like keep pushing through these maps. That's a great draw also. So, let's attack. For some reason, they impending that and not hard cast it. Makes me think their last card is Sunfall. So, I'm just going to attack. Maybe I should have actually... I punted here. I should attack with the Reef, too. Because they would need to have the 4th get lost to get rid of it. That was a punt. Yeah, whatever. Should probably mapped also, honestly. We're just not going to play anything here. Should leave up Mirix. Yeah, we'll just say go. Force a Sunfall. End step Mirix. Map on it twice. Hardcast Overlord. We're just in, like, please don't cast the Traxa Room. Sure, great. Yeah, should have attacked with the Reef last turn. 100%. They only have a few cards that can kill Reef. They're mostly just get lost. They've already cast almost all of them. So we had a free Reef attack there. And we were playing around Sunfall anyway, so... No reason to do a pending this. We can just cast it at some point later. Alright. I think it's just time to Reef here. Just get in. And we can map and also play Scavengers. This is a good attack. We'll mill them. Yeah, no get lost number 4 here. Creature land's very, very good against Domain. Mill over Overlord. They can incubate, block the thingy. I guess that's I'm not going to block this thing. Sure, it's fine. Alright, down to 6. Play Scavengers. And intend on eating the Zapalta for Indestructible. And Double Strike and stuff. So now we have Lethal Attacker that must be Sunfalled or Bindinged. Did it?
Yay.
So, they didn't draw Boom Boom, obviously. They cast Traxa that game. Things look a little bit different, but it still felt pretty good for us. I would like to cut these Bitter Triumphs and the Terror Tides and bring in the Withering Torments. Bring in some Duresses. We can shave a Boom Boom. And then, honestly, the Oculus. Oculus feels really rough when, like, they just have... You know, if they have Graveyard Hate, it's a stone blank card. So... Could be Sheoldred. Deathmark kills a Traxa. So does Bitter Triumph. You know, like... instant speed, no less. With better upside. Sheoldred is pretty bad again. I mean, like, they board out spot removal. Like, the Sheoldred's actually kind of fine. I'm gonna bring these in. It's also just a non-graveyard card, so... Welcome back, folks. Glad you all came back. Hope I didn't fuck that up. Alright, whatever. Hand is pretty bad. If we had, like, 2 Surveil lands, I might keep this hand. But we're gonna look at this. Sure. Let's get rid of Torment. We can double Duress into Overlord Scavenger. Again, Scavenger is not very good against them. I'm good. Archive. Ship a land. Duress number 3 is pretty unexciting. Whatever. Take your beans. Migration. 4 lands and a creature. Nice Duresses, idiot. Surveil. Draw a chart, of course. Alright, well. They kept their card on top. Okay. Keep a land on top for us. No Duress. There you go. Might be interested in the Duress now, because they topped a card. It's probably a spell. Draw land. Might want to duress and then Overlord here. Let's duress first. Take a look. We see... Oh my god. Zur and Overlord. Once again, nice duress, idiot. They don't have any removal, so that's kind of cool, I guess. We hit the stones again. Jeez, we're good. The stones with Overlord is mill over Big Idiot and get Scavenger. We didn't need Scavenger, but they're going to Overlord the Mistmoors. Whatever. We're going to Scavenger. Not draw land either, which sucks, but whatever. Not going to rest on with only one card there. They have the Zur activate on Overlord next turn. We're probably dead here. Alright, takes a Palta. We have a 3/3 Vigilance Flying, Double Strike, Indestructible Trample. They obviously have 4 Bindings in their deck and 4 Sunfalls, so here's Zur. Zur can animate the Overlord permanently. It's a 7/7, just big enough.
Spawn more Overlords.
We draw Atraxa. Sure. I want to get that in the bin, so we'll just do this first. Discarding Atraxa. And... I guess Scavengers. And then maybe we'll try and reanimate the... Oh, wait, it's only one. Duh. I'm an idiot. What am I thinking? I'm thinking of Cure, my bad. So, we have to attack with this. I could exile the Atraxa and give it lifelink. And Death Touch. Which is pretty good, actually. But then I can't reanimate it. Which is an issue. Let's stress first, see what's up. Alright, that sucks. Alright, well, we're kind of screwed here, but I guess sure. I should have scryed first. That was stupid. I just screwed up. I should see if I had a land on top or a big creature on top. Yeah, that was a bad play. Okay. I'm going to leave Atraxa. I just think we punted this game pretty badly. Alright, so... Flying, Double Strike, Indestructible, yada, yada, yada. They're going to block. Take some Trample. Not a very good block. Play Sewers. Top card is a Zombify. Alright, well... We got paid off, I guess. So we'll get Atraxa back next turn. And just hope I don't draw a binding, basically. Here's a Portico. Here's an Overlord. I mean, it's a lot of 2/1s, but whatever. We draw Zombify. So, let us... Do I bring back Atraxa first? Yeah, I can draw a Surveil Land into a Big Idiot. Sure. Bring back Atraxa. Top 10. We got instant. Creature. Land. Sorcery. Not the best, but sure. Okay. I mean, it's a 5/5 double strike, you know? I wonder if it was better just to, like, have the abilities on the Scavenger. Like, is Atraxa even that impactful right now? Maybe not. Alright, well, sure, that works too, I guess. Sure, put it in the graveyard for me. And up the Beanstalk, you got it. Draw the card first, obviously. It's not good sequencing. Scavenger's going here, you know. Now they have double Overlord. I'm not dead here, am I? I didn't do the math at all. 7, 15, 18. Not dead yet. Now I get to map a bunch of times onto the Scavenger, too, for our lifelink. I mean, they have a bajillion creatures in play. Yeah. So we want to... We're going to eat the Atraxa. We just want counters, I think. So, yeah, sure. Sick. Withering Torment doesn't really have any targets, I guess. We get first strike down the Zur and then kill the Overlords after attacks, though. We are fading Binding. Yeah, it's definitely... Binding is the end of us. We're about to gain 16 life and have a big defender, too. Yeah, we are very all in. The question is, with 18 life, they have, what, 16, 18 power, plus 7, plus 1, but we're going to gain 16 on the swing also. We can torment the Binding in response to them playing it, especially we're not dead to Binding, so this is fine, we just say go. We have an Overlord too, cool. No Sunfall, no Binding, please. Play land. No top, please. Right, we only gain 8, not 16. Because we'll kill it before it... Sure, you're right. Cast Overlord. Gaining 8 still fine here, though. I think. We're effectively at 26.
After it was all over, he took us in the house and served us pancakes.
All right, that was cool. I like that. On the butt. Hand's great. Keep. No protection on the Scavengers, but abilities if we want them. Here's another hit. Barry Bonds. Sub Scooter. I have not had an opponent play turn 1 Strom Kirk Noble yet. No. I imagine that is not as scary as it used to be. I agree. Alright, so let's discard Atraxa. We got our Grotto here, too, for a little extra Surveil action. Surveilling is super nice in these graveyard decks. Whatever. We got Terror Tide to kill it, so... The Hexproof land gives Scavengers Hexproof? I did not even consider that. That's kind of awesome. So, yeah, that's sick. Wow, that's a really cool interaction. So the enchantment hexproof land would give us hexproof. Yeah, that's a huge pickup. Good idea. Didn't consider that. So they took Terror Tide and not Scavengers. Must have a Doomblade in their hand. So if we Scavenger here, we're just gonna kill it, which sucks. Let's look Grotto and see what we see. We see a Rhoda Herald of Invasion. Don't really want that. We can just play Scavengers and exile, like, something else. And not commit to exiling Atraxa. I like that. Just play a man card. Whatever. And then let's exile the Chartic Horse. Get the permanents in our graveyard and say go. I don't usually change the deck lists for the runs. I want to keep it the same deck, I think. Man. Love for Phyrexian Arena. Banger. We draw Kiora. So let's Surveil and Kiora, I think. Actually, we can do Kiora first. Let's get Kiora first. Kiora first. Draw 2, discard 2. We draw another Atraxa. Cool. So we can just do that now, I guess. We'll just go for the Atraxa, and if they have a way to kill it, we'll just find something else. And then we will Sewers. Revealing a Sire of 7 Deaths. That's actually better, so let's do that. Alright, and then let's attack with our Scavengers, taking the Sire. So now we have Vigilance, First Strike, a Lifelink, Menace, Reach, Trample. Oh, does it get the Ward? I'm gonna... Right, doesn't get Ward, I'm stupid. Whatever, it's fine. Not a big deal. Ward is one of the abilities it does not get. So I had mentioned that many times earlier, just momentarily forgot.
Oh, whoops. Whoopsie.
What are you going to do? They got Arena going. Kiora is not quite there yet. No creature land for us either, kind of stinks. Attack. Dink. Archfiend of the Cross. We draw a Born Oculus. We are not quite there yet on a Born Oculus. Our hand is honestly pretty mopey. Vigilance, First Strike, Lifelink. So we get Death Touch, First Strike. That'd be pretty good. So we'll fire in the Scavengers here. They honestly might just die to their freaking Archfiend. Unless they're doing something stupid with it. Exiling cards from our own graveyard is kind of tough here, but it just sort of is what it is, I guess. So I could Scavenger the other Atraxa. We could just go super deep. That's not even that good, though. Just start by attacking. Yeah, the fact that we're getting a lot of life here, like, they're trying to die to their own Archfiend. So, now we have a 5/5 Vigilance, Flying, Death Touch, First Strike, Lifelink, Menace, Reach, Trample. No protection from just, like, being killed by a removal spell, but I'm going to leave this in the graveyard. I'm just going to say go. We have 6 reanimation spells to draw to. 27. It's pretty weird. There's Unholy Annex. Okay. Well, they got a lot of work to do, but 20, 18. Another land? Come on, man. I want to keep Atraxa for reanimating. Like, I guess I'll just play Scavenger and just take something else. This sucks. So, we just please draw card draw spell, Kiora, reanimation spell, anything that fills our graveyard, removal spell, like, just spells basically is good for us. Here's a Bloodletter, whatever, I guess. All right. Yeah, I mean, they have drawn 2 cards to turn the entire game, so it makes sense they would have everything they want. Pretty crappy game, though. We just, like, really bricked off kind of hard. What are you going to do? All right, so we're going to bring in what? Got the Oculuses. Got the Terror Tides, too, I think. Just want spot removal spells. Bring in the Torments. Maybe the Shield Druids and shave one big idiot. Though I think that the Zapaldus are the best of the idiots, actually. This Indestructible is good against black decks. Actually, no, I'm sorry. They have the Exile thing, too. So we'll just do 2/2/2, I think. And I don't think I want Duress. Let's just do this. On the play. And a mulligan. Oh my god, come on. What are we even doing here? Alright? Why are we
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
Sure. It's a lot better. Let's dump River. Honestly, just Triumph, I think, too. Just freaking draw cards and try and find some action here. Let's Sewers. Say go. Alright, and yeah, I mean, Surveil, Bennett, Shard, of course, Desperation. Didn't draw Boom Boom. We drew an Overlord, which is obviously Not the worst thing to zombify, but it's not great. Might just dump a land here, honestly. Just dump the swamp. Next turn we can Impending Overlord, play Restless Reef, try and find a Boom Boom. And then Chart, of course, can find land 4 if we need it. We're pretty low resources here, so the extra land is kind of whatever. Mulligan to 5, not ideal. No Deep Cavern Bat.
Inconceivable!
Alright, so what's Overlord? Top 4. We find just a Scavenger. Sure. No lands, they go. Alright, got some work to do. Nothing good for Scavengers yet. They have an Annex, sure. We draw a... God, just missed it. Missed it by that much. Alright, Chart, of course. Discarding Zapalta, and... Honestly, probably just Kiora. Oh, I don't know why I think it's 2. I'm sorry. It's not Kiora. It's Chart, of course. It's only discard 1. Everything's fine.
Oh, whoops. Whoopsie.
Here's Archfiend if it draws. We draw a land, so we can zombify. We can actually zombify Zapalta. They honestly might not be able to kill this. Unless they have Liliana. Sure, I'm in. Let's do it. This ain't plan A, but I think it's an okay plan B. 4/6, flying, double strike, vigilance, trample, indestructible. Can't anoint this. They can anoint a Scavenger, but they can't do this. They could have Blot Out. They could have Liliana. There's plenty of cards they could have here, but on a mulligan to 5, I'm happy to throw the Hail Mary, you know? The End works. Edict works. Blot Out works. Blood Letter does not work. We take 4. Jeez. Alright, this is not great, but sure. Talk Twitch says, hey Jim, started watching last month. I appreciate all the constant good content you put out. Thanks, friend. Appreciate it. Alright, I mean, just gonna Kiora here and look for some interaction, I guess. Yikes. Okay. Discarding Sire and I guess an Overlord. We attack for 8. Let's hope we are Aaron Rodgers with the Hail Mary. I don't want to be associated with Aaron Rodgers in any way at all. I'm already a Jets fan, alright? That's close enough as it is. We are very, very close to being dead. That's also bad for us. Yeah. Oh my god. Well, Exiles doesn't kill it, actually. It's kind of cute. Alright. We take 6 off the Annex. Oh, I'm sorry. It's double. So it's 8 off the Annex. Oh my god. Okay. I think we're really, really dead. Not sure what this could be, but probably nothing. Definitely not too dark like Shores. All right, yeah, we're just dead. All right, I mean, tough games, a lot of mulligans. Don't think our draw is particularly great. It is what it is. Whatever. Tough. Yeah, it wasn't a bad hand for a game for a multi 5. You know, that's fine. We can keep this. Any good haste creatures? You don't want to go too deep with like playing bad creatures to give it more abilities, you know? Sewers. Scavenger, keep it. What is Banehound? Ah. You think darkness is your ally. Vampire Nighthawks, not present. This is stupid crab deck again. Ugh. All right, so they have infinite unsummons. That's so annoying. Ugh. Wish I had added the stupid land. All right, what's Overlord? Honestly, scavenging their graveyard's kind of gassier, so we're not playing the extra land. It was suggested, but I don't usually change the deck during a set. So, oh, okay. Oh, they're playing the Sanctum Otters deck. Never mind. Sure. They still have infinite bounce spells though. That sucks. All right, that's really bad for us. So we get scavengers and exile a thing and they just freaking bounce it. Oh my god, man. All right. I guess we'll. Ugh. What a tilt. We can. Let's just Kiora, I guess, sure. We draw some lands and a removal spell. Okay. Let's discard Rona and Underground River. Why are they playing that instead of Run together? Because they're playing Up the Beanstalk. It's also about its permanence. It also about its permanence, not creatures. Yeah, that's really good. I think we're just stone dead. We just like don't have a way to interact with them really, and like they just have main deck bounce spells, which is the worst thing possible for us. So like we're kind of just screwed. We can make an 8/8 here, but like we can't stop their vitality. Yeah, like it's Grotto. Goblins is next. Bin this. Like they're just gonna beat the crap out of us next turn. You know, like there's not much we can do, unfortunately. All right. Yeah. We'll just cast this. I guess we'll kill this. It's one less creature for mana. And they actually have this town up anyway. Yeah, we're just fucked. Alright. This sucks. This deck is like just a really weird, just a weird Sanctum deck, you know? It's just like kind of underpowered, need to play it perfectly. It is hard to play against and does things that are kind of annoying for decks that aren't playing the proper interaction. They have Burst Lightning. That's dope. Let's say go. Most of chat is saying this deck is bad, probably because they tried to play it and got crushed because like they're not playing it well enough. Like the deck is fine, it's but extremely hard. They're off the map. It's like Pawn Profit. Deck is very difficult to play. Perhaps to a point of not being worth it. That's how hard it is to play. Here's Bitter Reunion, sure. Like, again, the fact that they're just playing 4-mana deck bounce spells is just so bad for us. We're playing Radaman, they're playing bounce spells. It's just like a super tilt. Like we Oculus, they just bounce it. Like the card Unsummon is so good against our deck. Like, yeah, I don't know what to do, honestly. We just like literally can't win. This is depressing me. Leave the idiots, play this, make them use a thing. So they'll bounce the Oculus and probably the. I'm just gonna see. We literally can't win. So, all right. So I'm not sure what we do here. Honestly, they're like a semi-linear combo deck with like 6 main deck bounce spells, which is just insane against us. We're gonna bring in 4 Duresses, I guess. Cut the Oculuses. Cut the Terror Tides. Shulmer's fine against them, honestly. I think. Shave and idiot. Maybe shave. The kill spells aren't very good. Vacuum can remove vitality if I also have a removal spell, which is also super sketchy. Yeah, I'm just gonna play and I don't know. I agree that the lack of like a non-graveyard based plan is a big issue for this deck, for sure. F party reset, thanks so much. This hand kind of sucks. We're gonna keep it. It's like kill a thing. Turn 4, Sire. XJ reset, thanks so much. Sure. We draw Duress. Interesting. I mean, killing the Otter's fine. The goal is just to get this in the graveyard. We should Duress first, though, I think. Their hand is a Song, a Reunion, a Questing Druid, and a Bounce Spell. Take the Bounce Spell. Say go. Take one. They're going to end step Seek the Beast. No, they're not. They drew a Trainer, sure. That's pretty good, honestly. Best card in the top 4. We just Sewers. Alright, well, let's do this. Overlord is honestly not a bad pickup. Let's keep it on top. Keep it on top, and then we'll say go. Planning on end step Bitter Triumph, discarding a Sire and zombifying it. Just hoping we can just ride to victory. Bitter Reunion. Oh, they whiffed. Right, I'm sorry. I thought I saw a card go into their hand. This thing whiffed. That's awesome. Discard a mountain. Move to attackers. Doing the thing. What more can I say, you know? Here you go. Here's a Sire, 7 deaths. Make the aliens, they go. 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. Ward 7 is obviously good, but not great when your opponent just like has 20 life and can just deal with it that way. They find a Vitality, it's very bad for us. Now with a Song, they're basically just online already. Seek the Beast, they find land. Oh, they cast this in their own end step? That's cute. Why would you do that rather than instant speed? I guess I could counter it maybe or something, but alright, we'll Overlord. They now have a bounce spell, so we're like kind of just dead, I think, but returning this seems bad. Alright, I mean, say go. Long way to go here, folks. They're probably just dead this turn, honestly. They can just Song for 6 tokens. They have 6 mana, and then just do everything they ever wanted to do. They can find an Otter, I guess, but we're probably dead. I feel like these Sanctum decks, I just like don't even want to think about it. Like the Legend deck was like that too. I'm just like, I don't want to think here. I don't know why they wouldn't make 6 rats. That seems ridiculous to me, but whatever. Hexproof Land would be good here. I don't know if it would be enough, though. Okay. They go to 6 life points. Trample. With the Song, they have like infinite mana, so they can return the bounce spell. Surprised this card couldn't find Otters too, right? Like non-creature, non-land, or Otter. Just like, all right, whatever. All right, we lost to the combo bounce spell deck with our reanimator deck. So be it, I guess. Like, you got me. All right, so we went 1-2. That first match didn't count. It's kind of tough. Like, the problem is there isn't one ultimate thing to exile. The fact that we need to exile multiple things, like Zapalta's good enough in some matchups, but not all matchups. The Hexproof land is a really cool idea, but if it's like, if it has to be the first thing, and then I have to do another thing, that might be too many steps either, but I don't know. The big thing here that I think would make this like not a viable like competitive deck would be just the lack of a plan B. So I don't know. Kind of a cool deck, kind of fun, but a lot of moving parts and really relying on the graveyard. So I don't know. Fun deck though. Cool stuff happening for sure. So next brew is coming up. You two folks, love you. Like, comment, subscribe. You're all great. Peace.